Hello, good morning. How's everybody doing today? I'm in Unrest. I'm playing EverQuest on the Teek TLP server. I have a magician here, otherwise known as a mage. She's level 16. I've been getting most of my levels here in Unrest. I started this character as a hardcore solo self-found, but it got I think the guild sort of fell apart and it got a little boring playing by myself, and it took a very long time playing by myself. So I went the traditional route, and I'm going to play with other people. The best way to play EverQuest. I didn't die before I quit. I actually just quit the solo self-found. The hardcore solo self-found. So I got into a group just now. This group just started up in Unrest. I haven't taken an inventory of what we have here yet. So far so good. It's been steady killing, but we just started. The most important button on my hotbar is hide corpses, because they pile up. I don't know if there's a command so you can like see what everybody in your group is. Oh, we have an enchanter. Why am I not? That was weird. I'm gonna drop a bomb on these guys. Column of Fire is my latest AoE spell. Burns them all. I'm a bit of a noob, even though I've been playing this game for a long time, on and off. I thought my AoE spells were going to damage my party. So I bit the bullet yesterday and I asked in my group if my AoE spells harm my own party, and they were nice about it. They just said, no, they don't. They weren't like, no, you dumbass, how why don't you know that? You're so stupid. We have an anonymous player. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I have to tell my pet 2 or 3 times to go and do something. Oops, spelled that name wrong. Got Shadow Knight. That is the tank that I'm assisting here. Why am I getting hit? I left player names off to remove clutter. I can't not stand clutter. I just used the group window, and after a few minutes of playing, I could tell who's who. It's really easy as a DPS, you know, as a mage. I'm used to playing a healer. Usually I play clerics. So then you really have to know everybody. You have to know a lot of information to be a good healer, I think. The more information you know, regardless of what class you play in this game, makes you a better player, I think. I see. You know what? I think my pet casts a spell before he moves. Maybe that's why he doesn't automatically go. Still use a combination of mouse and keyboard. I don't click on everything, but I also am not totally hotkeyed. I tend to, my way of doing it is to use the group menu, select my tank with my mouse, hit assist, hit attack with my pet. That's mostly what I'm doing. I've never played a magician before, but this is a pretty chill playstyle. I kind of just sit there. I sit there and, like I said, target the tank, assist, attack. If mobs pile up and I have all my mana, I'll throw an AoE in there. This one's pretty powerful. I also have Rain of Blades, which is a level 10. Conjures a rain of blades over your target, causing between 26 damage. It causes between 26 and 26 damage every 3 seconds to creatures in the area. The rain will dissipate after damaging 4 creatures or after 7.5 seconds. Should be sitting. The Column of Fire is a 15 level spell. But this says it's only a single target, but I think it affects other... Oh no, this is not an AoE. Burns your target's skin with flames, causing 116 to 122 damage. Yeah, no, this is my AoE, the Column of Fire. It's a level 12 spell. Why is that Jack-o'-lantern attacking... Is it my enchanter it's attacking? Shock of Blades is still a good one, even though it's a lower level spell. I think I pissed it off. It's attacking me now. You know, my pet is not doing anything. Oh, you know why? Because I'm attacking the charmed... I'm attacking my own charmed pet here. The enchanter's charmed pet is the jack-o'-lantern. So, there you go. I've just proven how much of a noob I am at the game. Blue circles around means friendly, right? That's a blue circle? Oh no, the blue circle is not friendly. That's their con to you, I guess. The ghoul is definitely bad. Shock of Flame is my big single target spell. It's a pretty good nuke. I think the jack-o'-lantern turned on its master. I don't know if she's trying to re-tame it? Or charm it? Charm would be the better word. The experience is not great, at least for the beetle. Yeah, the jack-o'-lantern is now back under our control. He's on our team. In this view, you really only hear the sounds of the environment, the rain, things like that. You don't hear the battle, which is kind of good. I mean, I obviously have my battle music turned off. Sometimes I'll go back. Not this one. This is the first person. I could sit here like this and see mostly everything, but then if there's a big fight and it gets cluttered, I kind of like to be able to get like more of a top-down view. So this is the default first person. You can back it up over the shoulder, and then if you hit 1, 2, 3 times, 3 and 4 on F9 are sort of the same, but I think if you hit 4 times from the default, you get a wider view. You get a view that's further back. That's the one I use. Burn them all. Burn them all. Sometimes I'll even go back and use my flame bolt. Still reliable. And it's cool to watch. Let's see, I started this group at maybe 6%. I had just gotten a level. I went back to fill with. I bought new spells and some new reagents I needed. So I'm already up to 26%, so it's not terrible. I hate the advanced looting. I still don't really understand it. Burns! I think the experience is slower than P99. I hate to say it. It just feels like it. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know for sure, but it feels like it is. I don't know, maybe I have penalties? I don't know if the TLPs have that. When your race and class penalties on experience. I have the old Prima guide, but I don't think that applies here, because there were a lot of changes. Even though this is a TLP, and it supposedly brings the game back, there is still a lot of quality of life and things that are not the same as they were. I think even P99 is not exactly a replica of what it was in 1999. But it feels more authentic. Comes a lot of mobs. Drop a firebomb on them. Why not? I would like to tank. That would be fun. I always like tanking. Almost as much as I like healing. But I don't know, for some reason I figured I'd try Mage this time around. I was gonna go with Ranger, because Ranger was like my first class in EverQuest. I played that mostly in original EverQuest and also in EverQuest 2 I was a Ranger. EverQuest 2 Origins starts I think at the end of June, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. There's a bunch in the gazebo here. Maybe they're too much for us. Is this another charm pet? Yeah. That's a necromancer pet, right? The skeleton. So what's today? It's Wednesday. I'm home today because of a flat tire on my truck. It's a little early. It's getting a little later now. It's a friend of mine down the road who I think has a pump. I'm going to pump up my tire and drive it to the station because it's a slow leak, I think. I've already had it fixed. I've had it plugged and it's held for a few weeks, but now it's back down. I hadn't driven it in a day and a half over the Memorial Day weekend and it went down, so it's either that or getting a flatbed over here, and I'd rather not do that. But it's a good excuse for me to stay home and play video games, make some streams. And then later on this afternoon, I go upstate. So I'm going to bring my laptop and I'll be playing, but I won't have any streams going until I get back, probably on Saturday night or Sunday. Cold-eyed Baymorda. Cold-eyed Baymorda. He's only listed as Baymorda in the group. Cold-eye must be some sort of title he has. Bad time for that jack-o'-lantern to turn. Here's when it gets really confusing. When there's a lot of mobs all piled up there. I'm getting hit. That's not the right camera. This is the right one. At least my pet's not idle. That's the one thing I hate. I don't want my pet ever to be idle. So I'm always clicking on the tank and always clicking on assist and attack. Especially when there's an enchanter, you know, or a class that can mez or stun. I've gotten used to never just selecting a mob and attacking. It's always just on the main tank, main assist, and assist him. Nothing worse than breaking the mez and having your party wipe. Maybe not at this level in this camp, but certainly, you know, in other places more dangerous. That's one of the big reasons I remember having my party wipe. %, to next level. It's going to be kind of slow going. Yesterday, I was here in the same spot and I got 3 levels in the span of a few hours, 2.5, maybe 3 hours. I don't have anything good as far as gear. Just cloth stuff. The original robe, the faded training robe, still have. Cloth wristbands, cloth shoes. I found this copper band. I don't even know what that does. And then recently just found a dagger and upgraded my dagger from my original. Even though I never ever hit melee attack. Are these tormented dead green now? Could be. Yeah, that explains why my experience isn't that good. Smurf heal. She's in the clan Smurfs on Teek. Funny. Wait. Oh, I see. The charm pet got aggro there for a minute. I would like to bomb the three of them there fighting the jack-o'-lantern, our charm pet, but I'll grab aggro if I do that. It seems like the charm pet is tanking, but then our tank has got a different target. Well, now he's in the thick of it. Now I can cast it. Yeah, they all burn. Slacking with my pet here though, because he keeps coming back to me, which means I'm not keeping up on targets. Why is my pet all the way over there? I think he's got a beetle on him. I don't have him taunting. Maybe I should. Our tank is doing amazing, and I think we have a... Who's the healer? We have to have a healer, because everybody's always, like, maxed out. And I didn't finish... Oh, the Smurf heal is our healer. Durr. Everybody's fighting that jack-o'-lantern, so I'm assuming, yeah, no more charm pet. There's a wizard. Smurf heal is the cleric. I love flame bolt. Could really zoom out this camera. Gets a little wonky, but good DPS in this group. Oh, he's gonna pull the gazebo. Here they come. I'll hit him with one AoE, and then I'll wait a while, because when I hit him with 2 AoEs in a row, they tend to hate that and come get me. Column of Fire, and then Rain of Blades. I'll drop that on them right now. Well, they're dying. Never mind. Is she trying to charm this skeleton? Yeah, she did. Level 15 Druid looking for a group. I think we have 1 spot open. So what I've been doing lately is playing this, EverQuest mostly. Haven't been playing World of Warcraft lately. And while I play EverQuest, especially when I'm like this in a stationary group, where, you know, I don't have to run around looking for mobs, and oh, I pissed off that one. He's killing me. He's killing me. Get him. Now I'm gonna taunt with my pet. Whoever's... We got a ghoul running loose, tormented undead, attacking me. Okay, the tormented dead just got charmed. What's the ghoul doing? They're both charmed now. We're saved. Yard is pretty much empty. Could try a different pick. What the heck? Somebody just turned into an ogre? Oh, the ghoul is back. I guess the ghoul was mezzed. Pardon me, the ghoul was mezzed. So what I was saying before is I'm playing EverQuest, and as I have 2 screens and 2 computers actually. On my other computer I have Legends of Aria up, and I'm just practicing all my skills. So every once in a while I'll click a skill, and then come back here and do this. Working on my hiding. I have 2 characters in Legends of Aria 2. One of them is my crafter. Working on, I have my mining and blacksmithing up very high. Mining is like 80, and my blacksmithing is I think in the 60s. It's getting pretty high. So I started lumberjacking and carpentry. I'm going to do some fabrication, and I'm going to do all the crafting skills with one character and all the combat with another. So this is the combat character I have on my other screen that does hiding and stealth. I think I'm going to make her like a thief rogue type.
Help me, fool.
I didn't know that they had that in this. There is voice? Or like, you know how World of Warcraft has like the voice emotes? Smurfield just said help, and then she laughed. Not a legal target. What are we doing? Zagre's my tank. Assist. Attack. There we go. I'm up to
Kill
56%.
without mercy.
I'm gonna have to ask another noob question. How do you do that? I guess it's a secret.
Hail.
Yeah, they didn't like that. Wait, are they on me? No. Who's the halfling? The halfling is Baymorda. A dry bone is red. It's like a light red. It's a pink. Oh, my pet. Not that my pet is taunting, it's taking a beating. Come back here. I've got 2 mobs on me now. And my pet is dead. Oh no, he's not. I went to go help the tank. Our tank is at half health. I'm afraid to cast and gain aggro again. Let me just let it cool off. Yeah, we're alright. Yeah, the wizard. What was the wizard again? That's not the wizard. The enchanter went out of mana. The wizard is being pretty good. It's being pretty patient. That's the hardest thing I think about wizard is being patient with your mana because you could blow through it really fast.
Many thanks.
How do they do that? I just did a regular emote. Last time I was in here yesterday, I got so overweight I could barely move. Thank goodness for Origin. they don't want me to use my AoEs anymore. I guess they're going to keep mezzing. They said earlier that they didn't need the mezzes, that we were just going to DPS through everything, which is pretty much what we've been doing. The mezzing, I think, is going to come in handy when they break off of the tank and come after us casters. Then mezz those, you know, and let them sit there while we finish off the other stuff on the tank. Yeah, no, they're going back to what they said. We're just nuking. We're not mezzing. But I am going to take it easy on the AoEs, just because I don't have to. I could just throw singles at these and they're going to go down just as easy. I'll use more mana probably. This is plate. Let's just say no to that. So there are items. There are items that are supposedly going to help me. There's 4 or 5 of them that I noticed that I don't know if I'm high enough level to get to them yet, but I don't even know how to get to them. Oh, that's a lot of them. See, now this one that broke off probably is the one that should be missed. Where's my pet? What the hell? Did my pet just go and pull those? Dumbass. I think I did. Where is my pet? He's dead. Yeah, because he pulled everything that was in there. He died, he deserved it. I tell you what, I'm gonna see what happens here. I'm not gonna respawn my pet. And I'm going to see how it may affect experience. Okay, it was 73.1. I haven't been keeping track enough with the pet to see how much difference it'll make. So, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get a little bit more experience, but probably not that much. Because the pets do take some of the experience away, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure they do. I just don't know how much.
Yes.
So now I'm going to have to get up and I'm going to have to do some more nuking. Play my mage like a wizard. Man, they go down quick. I believe like casting and sitting, then casting and sitting. I'm not sure if that works because... Watch, I'll cast another spell here. Oh, it's dead now, but what I'll do is I'll sit down. Then a little timer comes up. I think it's a 30-second timer. Nothing happens until that 30-second timer is expired. Then... Oh wait, no, my mana is going up. What does this say? Something comes up maybe in the chat box. It says now you're ready to rest or something like that. Oh, here. You are resting and recovering health, mana, and endurance at an increased rate. So yeah, I guess you'll get some mana back after you cast and sit, but then you get it at a better rate once that 30-second timer goes.
Thank you.
That's the dark elf voice, it has to be. There, we got a ghoul. Shock of Flame. This is the single player flame spell. Watch. Holy crap, that does a lot of damage. That might have been the wizard too. I don't think that was just me. Because we got that thing down quick. I'll hit this thing with it. It's at 60. Let's see. Yeah, it just wrecked it. That's a big spell. And I'm keeping my mana above 90, so I could sit here and nuke. I don't need my pet. Might as well keep it this way. As long as they don't pull the whole floor, be alright. Because the pet does come in handy to off-tank, grab aggro when I have it taunting. Helps the healers, buys time for them to heal. But this has been so easy, there's been no danger. I don't want that ghoul attacking me, so we'll let him hit it a few times, and then we'll drop the big nuke on it. Oh, yeah, that's powerful. Let me see what it does. 118 fire damage. The wizard is hitting for 83 with his lightning spell. And the Zogger's not so bad as a Shadow Knight. He's hitting for 32. Oh no, that's the ghoul hitting him. I wonder if that was like, if this was a critical hit, because my other one just did 82. This one did 118. $118 again. Destroyed it. I'll say no to the leather. Let me see if I had any. They're asking for ring mail. Let's see if I have any ring mail. You know, to be honest, I don't think I've been picking anything up. I've been picking nothing up because I don't know how the loot system works. It worked yesterday. I got a lot of stuff. Yesterday I was so overloaded, but today not a thing. Wait a minute, what is he targeting? Greater Skeleton is still at 100. He's got a Death Beetle. That beetle is tough to kill.
Help me!
Yeah, that's the appropriate time to voice chat, to voice emote as he's getting hit. No, don't come after me. What did that one do? Oh, it resisted the shock of flame, so I did nothing. Flame bolt's more reliable. Here, take that. Flame bolt does 17 damage, but I think that's all it had left. %. The cleric is doing 100 damage to the undead with his heal. Or no, expulse undead. I fizzled my last flame shock. So my last 2 flame shocks were resisted and fizzled. I'm in a slump. That one hit for 97. Was she charming that? I think she did. This is like the action camera. Like if I move, it follows me around and stuff. This tormented dead is scuffed up. Look at her face. A lurking mummy. This one's yellow. Give it another few seconds. $118. Not bad. Flame Bolt did 56 damage. Magician's got some good DPS. And does not burn through mana like I remember my wizard did. No. Fizzle. What's the life spike spell that the Shadow Knight casts? Is that like a leech? A life leech? Melted. Only 48 mana to cast Shock of Flame too. It's not expensive. %. I'm almost hitting level 17. I can't prove it, but I think I'm getting more experience now that I ditched my pet. I didn't actually ditch him. The dumbass got himself in trouble. I don't know how I attacked those mobs in the gazebo. Because I'm never clicking a mob and attacking, and I'm never tabbing for targets. I'm always clicking on my tank and then assisting. He ran amok there. He was off doing his own thing. It's like AI. They're pretty soon just going to do whatever they want. It'll be like Battlestar Galactica, but actual. My level 14 mage is going to replace the wizard. I always try to do that. Before I leave a group, I'll always try to replace myself with somebody else of my class and around the same level. Probably going to start looking soon because I haven't had my breakfast and I'm starving. And I also have to get my truck fixed. This Flame Bolt mana is only 25. Oh, he's already gone. I love blowing them up. It's fun. If I cast Shock of Flame when they're about 50 to 40% health left, they just melt. That was a point blank firebolt to the face. Why is it always raining in Unrest? There's no roof on the place. It's open. I guess you have to go inside. There is an inside. This is like the courtyard, or whatever they call it. Pretty steady, 118 on my Flame Shock. That's my best single target spell right now. Casting the spell doesn't take you out of the rested state. I guess landing it will. Whoops. There's the level. I think I shot a flame bolt at a tormented dead by accident. When I came in, there were a ton of players looking for groups. Now I don't see many. They probably already gotten into groups. Everybody's asking. Most of the groups are full, so they should do what we did and just form their own group. That's a lot of mobs. Lurking mummy is tough. I think it's time I get my... I think I'm going to spawn my pet here. It's going to put me out of mana, but he'll help the tank. Well, actually, that was not too bad. I'm at half mana. Go help. Actually, I should cast... I have to learn it. Oh, well, put it in my book. Burnout is the buff on my pet. This one, I think, costs a lot. I'm at 63%. This is going to put me down a bit, I think. No, I'm only at 57? I don't know why I thought that was going to wipe me out, because it did once, but maybe I was already low. How's that for a rescue? I have spells to learn, I almost forgot. Easy work. I love it when I level because then I see all my skills go up. Why did I get better at one-handed piercing? Oh, is it because if you're in a group and somebody next to you is using it, you can learn it? I've become better at offense. Well, I guess casting spells might be offense? No. Weird, I haven't touched my attack button, just my spells. I don't need burnout anymore. What did I erased my pet heal. But I have a new one, I believe. Let me learn it right now. This is my new bolt of flame. Could I not do this during combat? Oh, maybe this is a higher level. This is an 18, that's why I think these are my 17s. No, that's an 18. Rain of Fire is a 17. Put that in there. Yeah, the Renew Summoning is an 18 level spell. I'll have to wait for that one. I got a new AoE, which I'm not using right now. I don't know, with or without pet, still getting experience. It's fine. It's probably like, do you do 65 down the LIE or do you do 80? Whichever one you do, you're going to arrive at your destination within minutes. So what's the difference? The difference is if you're doing 65, you're probably not going to get the ticket. And if you have your pet out, you're less likely to get party wiped. I rarely use Renew Elements to heal my pet. I've gotten kind of used to recasting my pet, so when I'm soloing, I'll have my pet tank and do most of the damage while I sit and get the mana. And when it's about a quarter of the way, when it has a quarter of life left, I'll start casting my next elemental pet. And right when it has like a sliver of life left, or right before the cast completes, I'll tell him to get lost. I don't need plate armor or banded, whatever that is. I'm not rolling on the loot anyway. Somebody was funny the other day. They said, I don't know, they were talking about classes or whatever, or races in EverQuest. And someone's like, I guess they were playing a gnome. They were talking about gnomes. The guy goes, yeah, I like gnomes, but I can only eat one of them. Or he's like, I can only eat a half of one, or something like that. He was probably an ogre. I think the group is breaking up. Seems there are a bunch of Europeans in the group too. Alright, that's the end of the group. We're leaving. I don't want to be the first to go, and I don't want to be the last. I don't need to origin. I'm just going to run out of here. I just don't want to leave them here if a battle starts. Oh, here's a battle. They don't stand a chance. Brutal. Okay, let's go. Hey, Derek TV, I watch his streams. I guess I'll hang here. I guess I'll camp here. Have a little breakfast, get my flat tire fixed, and then I'll be back on for another stream. Thanks for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed this EverQuest stream. It's kind of boring, I guess, if you don't like EverQuest, because it's a different type of play. You're just kind of sitting here and in the same spot, just grinding on mobs. But, you know, that's the game. And hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great